In this video, I'm going to cover the basics of companies in HubSpot, and there's a couple of custom fields that are pretty important. So you can see that I'm here in HubSpot, and I'm going to go to the contacts menu, and I'm going to select companies. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to search for EAD, and I'm going to select EAD Corporate, which is the main EAD client. And a couple of things you should note, the company domain name is really important because that's how it connects contacts. So if it sees an email address with eadcorporate.com, it'll assume that that's a contact for that company. So that's really important. It's not necessary, but in this particular case, I've set the industry. The company owner is always the coach, so make sure that that is set to the proper coach. It is nice to have the city, state, postal code, but again, all of this, we don't really use any of this, but just note that it's there. I do think it's helpful to make sure that we all know the time zone, the primary time zone for that particular client. But if you scroll down, there's a section below all of the detailed information, and it's called Next Planning Meeting. And this is how we provide the information to the workflows so that we know the proper timing and the proper naming. So this is really important. I'm going to start by filling out the bottom four fields that never change, right? So this is the coach name. So we put in the proper coach name. We put in the email address of the coach. This is not the coach.win address. This is the email for their company. Put in the company name. And then we put in the coach phone number. And the reason all of this is important is in the messaging, it is going to pick up this information and put it in the emails. So if this coach information is incorrect, it's not going to show up in the emails. And so now let's take a look at the top planning information. And so there's really three custom fields that are very important: the meeting name, the meeting date, and when do we want the survey to close. We really should probably standardize on closing the survey at least a week in advance, but at the moment it is a little bit different from client to client. So to find the meeting name, I'm going to go back to Coach Central. I'm going to go back to Teams. I'm going to go to simons.coach. I'm going to go find the Coach Central spreadsheet. And for EAD, one of the easy ways to do it, by the way, is you can go to the dashboard. And the dashboard is a way to be able to select clients, right? Here's all the different clients. And then it basically will show you everything coming up on one screen. This is a really simple way just to kind of get everything in one view. In this particular case, we can see the next meeting is Q2. And it's going to start on the 21st and end on the 22nd of March. So I'm going to go back to HubSpot. I'm going to put 2024 Q2 planning. So this is the actual name. You do not need to put the word meeting because it's going to figure that out automatically. That meeting date, it starts on 3/21/2024. So it's a Thursday, Friday. And then for EAD, it's a large, I just happen to know this, it's a large company, and so it takes quite a bit of time. So we like to close the survey fairly early. I'm going to put 3/14 on here, which is actually 1 week ahead. All right, so now all that information is queued up. I'm going to hit save. And so this is what determines this whole section here, next planning meeting, is where the workflows, the emails, pull all the information. The dates and the survey dates are what determines the timing of all the emails. So this is really important. So that's the overview of companies. If you have any questions, please let me know.